Please tell your neighbor thank you. We really feel honored and humbled to have you celebrating with us today because it's indeed a milestone. As I was sitting there, I was getting emotional, and I realized this has been one of the things that I've done that are very important in my life and have come, just at the right time. So my name is Caroline Wanjeri Kihara. I'm a mother of 5. Married to one and one of them is an angel because I lost her and forms part of my strategic project. Because you'll be so shocked if we had time and I asked if any of us have had to deal with a loss where a mom lost her baby. I got appointed to be the chief of party on acting capacity and as the head of foundation 3 years ago. And I remember immediately I got that appointment, I decided to be very intentional. And one of the first people I called was Dr. Patricia. And when I called her, I told her, I need somebody to hold me in this journey because I know what I can do. And I'm starting to realize where I want to be. And for the very first time, I did acknowledge that I require a coach to be able to do that. So when I say my testimony and my journey has been, that of, I don't know what to say about this program, Dr. Patricia. I've known Dr. Patricia forever. We knew each other, I think, in campus. We used to visit each other in campus. We critiqued and, and we were choosing who's gonna be our husband, we share notes and frustrations. Then you're dating, then you break up, then, we've come from very far. Then we've watched ourselves get married, get babies. So when I decided to be very, very intentional, there's something that Sofina has said that is so powerful about Dr. Patricia. Me, I knew where I wanted to go. And I was very clear, and I told her, this is a script, and you shall stick to this script. Because your role is to make sure I become the director of KCB Foundation. I was very clear. And we are gonna deliver this baby home together. So we started the journey of the sessions and everything. But as Sofina said, Dr. Patricia is one of those people who will not take you where you want to go. They take you to where you ought to be. So that is where I am, the director of mortgage at KCB. And when I look at, just because of being very intentional, in my 3 years in the foundation, when I look at the transformation, the work I have done, even when I hear people speak, not just from me, I'm very proud of that journey. And it's a challenge to everybody in this room. If you choose to be intentional with whatever you want to do, imagine it will come home to roast. One of the things that I decided out of this program that I will start doing is self-care. Because I realize I'm that machine that can go on and on and on and on and forget myself. And as Dr. Patricia was speaking about the 8, the 8 mentors that you need, the clarifier, the connector, the challenger. And I don't know where I started next to, which has convinced me to do one of the things. And that's one thing about this program. It makes you do one of those things that you're not very comfortable to do. So I was just telling her, I've never gone for counseling, ever. The only time I went for counseling was 23 years ago because it was a requirement for me to wed. The priest actually said, if you don't come for this counseling session, you shall not, this wedding shall not happen. So that is the only time. So as Dr. Patricia was going through that, so I said, I was telling her, I need a counselor, but this counselor has to be my friend. Somebody I can trust. But also, I can't trust everybody very much enough. Then she's like, but why don't you speak to somebody who's professional, who's a counselor? And you can go out and say everything. I'm looking at her, a stranger, I tell a stranger my stuff. And then when I thought about it and I said, actually, if I saw somebody who does not know me, and because I said I need to start dealing with my past, which sometimes I'm very, and sometimes we have things that we go through, even maybe when we were children, very young, and we have never really had closure. And I realized there's certain topics when you touch with me, and you know, I have some few friends here who know that I become very defensive and I shut off. So that's one of the things I've said I'll do as part of my self-care. But most importantly, and what I've learned from this program, and I need to start doing again, is also rising by lifting others. And you know, there was a statement that Dr. Patricia said that, you know, sometimes it's just a word. Sometimes it's not the big things, it's just telling somebody and just encouraging them. And you know, I have said I will make that a point. And you know, she said that she lost the opportunity when she was in the corporate world. A lot of people in the corporate world have a lot of potential, but nobody tells them. So I have taken it upon myself, not just women, but all of them, to always take a point and tell people. Today we had a small exercise of, you know, just tell your colleague or your friend something nice about them. We always want to hear something nice about ourselves. And I felt good by being told something nice about myself. And I said, how am I denying all these people that I work with by not telling them something nice about themselves? So that is something I'm going to be very intentional about. So one of the things I will stop, because as you know, we were told in the class, it's like a traffic light. I've got a very inner critic whom I've given a name today. I've learned today it's good to give them a name, and so that you can rebuke them in the name of Jesus and just tell them she will. So mine, I've named mine Meme. Don't ask why. But we all have these voices, you know, negative voices that always come in. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I'm not worth it. I look like an imposter. And those voices can be very strong, especially when you're right in the arena, you've won the gloves, you're ready to fight. That voice comes, and sometimes it's very, very strong. So I have said, I've told Meme they no longer have occupants between my 2 years. So I have told them Shindu, and I will be revoking that word so many times. I will not listen to that to Meme at all, because when I look back, there are many things I've stopped myself because I've listened to Meme, I've listened to the negative voice, and I have decided I will stop listening to that voice, and I will rebuke it, and I will send it to where it belongs. Continue. What I will continue doing. As we started this program, one of the things we were challenged by Dr. Patricia is to write one word that will guide you all through the process. And for me, it was purpose. And if there's anything I have been consistent on with myself, is passion and purpose. And one of the things I've learned is that opportunity is at the intersection of passion. So thank you very much, Dr. Patricia. I've met a network of fantastic ladies. The ladies you've seen stand here are powerful ladies, each in their own merit. And I'm richer, I'm wealthier. If there's anything we are clear about as we leave this program, is our worth. Thank you very much.